Hello EverGreenCoin community. Welcome to the Greening Report for September of 2018. Today's date is actually October 10th of 2018. I'm sorry I haven't got September's update out sooner. As you all know, I've been pretty busy with the release of version 1.8. And now today, I'm recording this actually from my cell phone. Hopefully it comes out good. I'm having some difficulties, some issues with the both the camera and microphone on my laptop, so hopefully I can record this on my cell phone successfully and get it uploaded to YouTube for y'all. Okay, so real quick, we always start with price, so let's look at price. Right now we're at 790 Satoshi. Not where anyone would like to see us, I'm sure. And volume is drastically low. Anyone in the community can help create volume just as easy as I. Get out on social media, tweet, Facebook, talk to people in real life. I am not the only one responsible for volume. We all are, so please help if you have the time. Many in the Telegram are screaming about new exchanges and things like that. We need volume more than we need new exchanges. While exchanges are great for volume and exposure, and by no means am I not eager to get listed on more exchanges, we do need volume to retain those listings. Let's see, as of now, I have, on the Trello board, I believe I have about 30 exchanges open that I've communicated with to try to get listing. So, of course, I am doing everything I can to get us listed. On that note, exchanges, there is the voting going on, and I will link that in the description. But it's txbit.io/coin, and there's some voting going on. The second round just started a day or two ago. They did make some revisions to the security for the voting. The first round was heavily manipulated. But this round is being manipulated too, as you can see that there's already some gathering 1,000 votes. But be that as it may, please do vote for EverGreenCoin in the vote. It does look good for us to be in the vote, first of all, and second of all, to be amongst some of the more reputable coins here. So it looks good for us to be in these ranks of these coins, and to be higher up, of course. So please do vote, despite how hopeless it may seem when some coins are manipulating it. And again, I'll put a link in the description. Okay, yeah, so hopefully the price, this is not exactly what I had hoped for with the release of the new wallet, of course. But be that as it may, sometimes markets are slow to react. Hopefully that's the case here. Anyway, so moving on back to things that I do have some direct control over. The EverGreenCoin wallet version 1.8 has been released for Windows, both 32-bit and 64-bit. The Mac wallet has yet to be released. Hopefully I can get that out to you guys within the next 24 hours. We did have some issues with the build environment, but we are working very hard to try to get the Mac version 1.8 out as soon as possible. And on that note, we are making revisions to the code base, and as you can see right here, I'm working on the Fedora base, or I'm sorry, the Fedora build. Thanks to Mike and Matteo from Telegram for bringing that stuff to attention and for helping me get it addressed and testing and everything. It does look like we have the Boost version 1.66 version issues resolved, but I'm doing some test builds and a test full sync here just to make sure of that before it's committed to the repo. And that will become version 1.8.1. Not really a release, just a revision to the code. So things are really hopping on the development side, and they have been for a couple weeks now in preparation prior to the release of version 1.8. Version 1.8 code is compatible with SSL version 1.1. The Windows wallet is not built with SSL version 1.1. It's built with SSL 1.0. However, that's no issue. The reason we wanted SSL version 1.1 compatibility, which we do now have, is for newer distributions of Linux and for Raspberry devices that do come with OpenSSL version 1.1 stock. So users of those operating systems do not have to downgrade their OpenSSL prior to building. But it is compatible with OpenSSL version 1.1 as of version 1.8. So that's great. Okay, so that is the big news, of course, version 1.8. And I'm just looking at my list here, so bear with me one sec. Oh yes, I did want to demonstrate some of the enhancements, usability enhancements of version 1.8. As you can see, charity's logos being displayed from the dynamic staking for charity drop down. In fact, this morning for Wolfman Farms, we just changed that to Wolfman Farms, as Horton Farms has changed their name to Wolfman Farms, and users will see that in their wallet without having to upgrade or without having to do anything. And even if their wallet was running, all they would have had to done is click refresh charities, and they would have got the new information, which points to, let me find it here one sec. Like the link is now linking to the new Twitter account for Wolfman Farms. So anyway, so that's just a demonstration of how agile we can act for our authorized efforts, and a good demonstration of how fast we can get things changed for them when they need it. Okay, so another feature is the copy button. As you can see, the address for Wolfman Farms, you cannot edit that. Okay, you can't select it, you can't manipulate that, what's displayed there. And the reason I wanted to have that like so, sorry, a notification distracted me. The reason we want to have the charity address locked down where they can't change it is so that they, so people can't misrepresent the charity anyway. For example, if they change the address and made a screenshot, you know, I know it might sound far-fetched, but we want to do everything we possibly can to demonstrate integrity of this data for the authorized efforts. So bigger organizations, or even, you know, the smaller organizations, of course, too, don't get misrepresented in any way. So anyway, but you do have, so in the past you weren't able to copy this. If you wanted to make a direct donation, if you wanted to send some coins directly to them, you weren't able to easily do that. You would have to go to the website and grab the address and then paste it into your send field. Now you can copy it just with that button, and demonstrate it, pasting it right here, and that's the same address there. So you could make a donation directly to any charity just by, you know, pasting the address there. So, okay. So, let's see. The charity's logos. I'm sorry, I'm just looking at my list. Yeah, the logos I showed you, the copy TX. Oh yeah, in copying transactions, when you right-clicked transaction and you selected copy transaction ID, not only did you get the transaction ID, but you also got the recipient number in the past. This has been corrected so that you only get the transaction ID, not the trailing -000, for example. And how this caused problems is when people would copy from their wallet and then paste into a block explorer with that trailing -000 recipient ID number, the Explorer wouldn't be able to find it, so that caused some confusion. But that situation has been alleviated in version 1.8 also. Okay, so yeah, and if you haven't upgraded to version 1.8, all you need to do is download the binaries from the website and run the new executable. Don't run your old one. You could run your old one, there is no compatibility issue. So after you upgrade, and if you accidentally run version 1.7.3, there is no issue. There is no blockchain compatibility issue that will cause any error or anything like that of any sort. However, once you do have version 1.8 installed, just for your own sanity, if you will, you might want to delete your version 1.7.3 binary just so you don't accidentally start it. However, once again, if you did start it, it would be no issue. You just would not be benefiting from the enhancements of version 1.8. Okay, so moving on to my list here. Crowd funds, we have added IGDE. They're in staking for charity already, which I believe was displayed earlier, but I'll bring it up here one second. Okay, so yeah, IGDE has been added, I believe since the last video update was recorded. We've also, and I just added this a day or two ago, was 2 million trees by 2020. This is an effort by a member of the community, Christophe, in France. There's some links in there if you want to read more about it. Some of the details are still working out with that. As you know, that's part of the pain, if you will, of supporting some of these grassroots type efforts. Is sometimes when we start to raise money for them, things are not very well polished, and things are in not a complete form. And you'll see that's probably the case here with the 2 million trees by 2020. I think I found in here where EverGreenCoin wasn't even capitalized in here somewhere. But be that as it may, I've reached out to Christophe to get some of that stuff updated, and he has a Steemit article also about it too. So anyway, I just wanted to present those to you. We'll get more information out on those as best we can as soon as we get it from the people that are in charge of those efforts. We're just trying to help them. Okay, so the Android Lite wallet. I know you guys are still eagerly waiting for that Android Lite wallet. The Android developer that has been helping with that and has been making that, let's see, he's pulled into another issue with a coin. A coin having a proof of work issue. So yes, he hasn't focused much time on the EverGreenCoin Lite wallet as of late. However, I did see he pushed some changes to it. He did add a commit that I suggested, where it would just some case corrections of EverGreenCoin. But he is progressing on it the best he can, and we are getting the second server for the API calls in place as soon as possible. Art was just talking about some of that this morning with us in the Discord. And on, I guess on the mobile wallet note, an iOS wallet. I know we had roadmap that for the third quarter. And obviously we did not achieve that in the third quarter. However, I think we can achieve that in the fourth quarter. But it will require some funding, of course, to employ a iOS developer. iOS developers do charge a pretty penny. They are much more rare than Android developers, and they do charge a lot. So we will be doing a crowdfund trying to collect the money for that. And I'll get some more current quotes from iOS developers on it. The last quote I had got from them was 2 BTC, but that was about a year and a half ago. So we'll see what has changed, hopefully in our favor. Okay, so hopefully this recorded okay on my cell phone. Again, I'm sorry to get the September update out so late. I'd hoped to get it recorded a couple days ago, but then my laptop had some issues with the camera and the microphone on it, so that's why I've had to resort to recording it on my cell phone. Hopefully it comes through clear enough for you all. Okay, join us in the Discord if you would like to, communicate with us daily. That's where the daily discussions and developments usually occur. And other than that, I'll see you guys here with an update for October here in about 20 days. And hopefully the markets will be in a better situation at that point too. Okay, take care. All right, bye.